Big game Friday night is Duke 1-0 going to Northwestern 1-0. Interesting line. It's a 2.5 spread in favor of Northwestern. So Northwestern a 2.5 point favorite, 9 p.m. on FS1. Interesting note here is that the spread for Miami of Ohio against Northwestern last week was -3.
Hmm.
So what's your take on this game, TJ?
Well, first of all, I always love it. They play every year, Duke and Northwestern. I
They've
feel like
they've
they
played.
always have a non-conference game every year, don't they? Like it's like the two smartest non-Ivy League schools decide, well, we should play each other in football every year just to show everyone else that we're smarter than them.
I think it's either them or they had like a series with Stanford for a while, and now it's been Duke for it feels like every year for the past decade. So
It really, yeah. Um, anyway, I don't have a good handle on where Duke is, to be honest with you. I really like David Braun. I think
Mhm.
he's a really good coach. So I'm going to go with Northwestern. I'm going to say Northwestern by about 6. Um, and I think it's interesting. Braun seems like he came out of nowhere and is like another perfect fit, a la Pat Fitzgerald at Northwestern. Just a
Yeah.
guy who can squeeze the absolute most juice out of the orange and just get the team to play above its talent level, so to speak. And so I was always a big Pat Fitzgerald fan. I'm a big fan of Coach Braun. So I think they'll figure out a way to win it. I'm kind of bummed with the new conference situation that we won't be playing Northwestern every year because for whatever reason, we just had some absolute, like we always seem to go to the wire with North. I mean, I don't think they ever blew us out. We blew them out a few times, but then any close games, like we've had overtime games with them. We've had Hail
Yep.
Mary games with them. There's just been kind of some crazy Northwestern games. So anyway, but I think they'll pull it out in the battle of the Brainiacs.
Yeah, I think your instinct on this is really good. I've got 17-10 Duke or Northwestern over Duke. I think a few things on this game that concern me for Duke. They could not run the ball against Elon. As Elon, like it's not a good team, and so I'm concerned about that. Malik Murphy's their quarterback now. He had a decent game, but he turned the ball over once against again a not good FCS team.
Yeah.
The one way I see this game going sideways on Northwestern, Mike Wright, I thought played a decent game. But what kept them from extending the lead on Miami of Ohio, he fumbled twice and
Mm.
lost the ball twice. So a couple turnovers from that spot, but they were able to run the ball well against Miami of Ohio, who is the favorite in the MAC. Like I think people don't realize like Miami is a good team this year, at
all,
least from
all
a group of 5.
all the Miami boats are rising this year.
Yeah, that's right. It pained me to put Miami as my ACC favorite after this past
Oh,
week,
I
but
know, I know.
I was kind of idiotic for putting Florida State there to begin the season. So I'll take the L on that one. But yeah, like I think Miami of Ohio is better than people realize, and Northwestern is more tested than Duke. I think they get them, especially at home.
Yep, agreed, agreed.